road in there. Floor it, go. We're back. This year we got a 2021 Yamaha GP1800R. It's the SVHO, which means Super Vortex High Output. 250 horsepower, 770 pounds. It's a three-seater, and this has the optional speakers on it, which are awesome. I'm gonna go over a couple really awesome features on this thing that makes this my all-time favorite jet ski I've ever ridden. And you know, I've been in Hondas, Yamahas, Sea-Doos. I've pretty much ridden them all, but this one takes the cake. So let's go over a couple things. So here on this left side, hopefully y'all can see, this is how you work the radio on button, and then you can pair it with your phone. You have all these different, hopefully y'all can see, all these different pages. So I love this page because it gives you so much data. So we only have about 12 hours on this. We're coming to the end of our 1-week vacation here at Lake Cumberland. We're only getting 5.5 miles per gallon. We've traveled 220 miles and we've consumed over 40 gallons of premium fuel here. So that's one really cool page I absolutely love on this thing. And again, this is all a color LED screen. You know, we got some different settings. You can check up on all this different stuff. Here's the home page. So over here you got your bow up and down. You know, you can trim it. Battery voltage. Right now we're going forward. We got our fuel tank, and we have an 8,500 RPM red line, but this is limited to the 68 miles an hour, which puts you right at about 7,500 RPM. I saw another video where someone electronically removed that limiter and they got up to like 76 miles an hour. So this thing is absolutely a rocket on the water. Another page we got, this is how you kind of use some of these really cool features this have. So I have the auto trim on here, and the auto trim is basically a launch control. And what I mean by that is you'll have it on that, so we have the drive control of the auto trim, and I'll floor it, and right now it starts at the lowest trim, and that keeps the bow down to keep you from cavitating. And as you get faster and faster, it automatically trims you up. So that's a really cool feature. And if you guys watch my 2018 Yamaha GP1800 video, I actually did that manually for my 0 to 60 times. So that's just everything on the screen that's really cool. So another cool feature, this tilt steering wheel has 4 different levels. So this is the highest one. This is just if you're pleasure cruising, and then you can bring it down a notch, another notch, and then all the way down at the bottom. The one at the bottom is a little bit too low for me. I like to keep it at the second from the bottom. That's just my preferred setting. What else we got? So this is the big improvement over that 2018 that I reviewed. It is this cruise function. So cruise no wake function. So we just bumped it up. You know, now we're going 5 miles an hour. And if that's not fast enough for you, you can come over here and hit this speed adjust button, and it bumps you up another mile an hour. So now hands off, and we're moving pretty damn good. So that's just a cool little function here, the no wake function, because here in Lake Cumberland we have very long no wake zones. Now this is also a cruise function, and how that works is, say you're going 40 miles an hour, and I'll show this to you out in the lake, but say you're going 40 miles an hour, you hold this so you hear the beeps. Once you get the beeps, you're good to pull this throttle lever all the way back, and then that way your hands are comfortably just holding on, and you don't have to worry about, you know, you hit a bump and you let go of the throttle and you're getting all this jerky motion. And while you're doing that, you have this speed adjust function again that you can go +5 or -5. So say we set it at 40 miles an hour and I go up +1 of the set, it'll bump up to maybe like 43, 44 miles an hour. And you get, like I said, you could go +1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you go all the way down to -5. So that's kind of just like a car. You can adjust where your cruise is set without having to adjust the throttle. So those in and of itself are just awesome features. Again, we got the optional speakers on here that work great. You got your traditional dry box that we keep all our valuables in, and then this front lid has been redesigned, so it's got hydraulic actuation in there. Instead, before it had like a physical lock, you had to push it up and hold it up. But yeah, the build quality on this, I'd say, is a little bit better than 2018, which was top notch to begin with. You know, these Yamahas are absolutely foolproof too. You know, we're screaming along at 7,500 RPM all day. This thing will do hundreds and hundreds of hours on the water. Like I said, this is just my favorite jet ski of all time. It handles great, and it still gives you that ability if you really want to do donuts and knock people off. You can still do that. Matter of fact, I knocked her off a couple times this vacation already. Where'd you go? Whoops! So that's it. You know, like I said, I'll show you when I get on the water the cruise function, which is really, really awesome. So like I said, this is by far the best jet ski I've ever ridden on. Super quick, super fast, and it's gonna give you that Yamaha Japanese reliability that we've all come to expect from the company. So we're just about out of the no wake zone. So again, I'm gonna walk you through. I'm gonna get up to a certain speed, probably about 40 miles an hour. I'll hold the cruise button, you'll hear a couple beeps, and then I'm gonna pull this right trigger all the way back and hold it down, and I'm just gonna be locked in at 40 miles an hour. And then I'll show you the speed adjust buttons, and you'll see the speed go up and down with how I press these buttons. So let's get to it. Can hear me without all that wind noise, but we're down to the cruise assist -5, and we're all the way down to 12 miles an hour, and my hand is still fully on the throttle. To get out of this, you just let go of the throttle and you're out of the cruise function. Again, this is just a super cool feature. You know, if you're just trying to get to a place, or at the end of the day you just want to get going, you put the cruise on, you just relax, listen to your tunes, and it makes it super nice to be on this thing. So again, just one of the awesome features on this thing that really makes this the best ski that I've ever really been on. Oh my God!